Hey Hoochies, I know it's been a minute since we last spoke, but welcome to Lace Convos with Ju, and it's your girl Ju, your favorite person in the world, your BFF for life. It's been a minute, like I said, but we're back with another episode of just me keeping it completely transparent with you guys, 100% hilarious, because you know we gonna laugh, we gonna do a kiki, and of course, just giving you some gems and tools that I've come across while living my life, going through this journey and keeping it 100% transparent and just full honesty and living my truth and living in my right, living in full transparency and full vivid color. So I wanted to come on here and, of course, tell you guys I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm not dead. I'm alive. But also to give you a little bit of an update. And you already know I'm coming with the topics. If you're new here, welcome. If you've already been here before, welcome again. I miss you, boo. But basically, how I do things, I'm just letting you guys come along on the journey of me finding myself, learning the different quirks about myself, learning the things that I like and don't like, and just basically living life in full, vivid color. And I want you to come along because you may be able to grasp something too. You just never know. It has been a full roller coaster since the last time I was on. I think episode 22, we talked about the breakdown of the breakup with my girl, Bianna. That was an amazing episode. So if you haven't caught up, go catch up. Okay. I wouldn't tell you something that I wouldn't do. But this episode, I came back to, of course, get us some me and you time, some R&R, where I can really just come to you 100% and we just have a knee to knee like we normally used to do back in the day, when I first started. But no, your girl has been going through it. Do you hear me? I've been fighting for my life, child. And whew, it's been rough. In so many words, yeah, I've been fighting for my life. I've been really over here just trying to make it day by day. I was sick right after me and Bianna recorded. Well, actually, I went out of town, so I traveled to San Antonio. If you have not heard my story, I am originally from Chicago, but moved to Texas in late 2018, and I moved to San Antonio. San Antonio for me initially was a space of hiding for me, and when I say hiding, I mean I felt like God put me in this closet, in a way, like figuratively speaking. He put me in this closet for me to just be tucked away and to really deal with a lot of the things that I had going on mentally. It probably was one of my darkest moments ever. And I associated the location with that feeling and with those emotions. Nothing against the people that I met there. I love them. The people that I know, they're my family, my friends. But that place and that feeling of where I was really was dark for me. And it was something that I had to go through because I had went through some things prior to moving there. I was running away from some things that I knew I needed to handle mentally. And I can now say that now that I'm healed. No, but I've gone through therapy and I'm still going through therapy and I'm working my way through it so I can now look back and see the perspective and where I was mentally. So this was my first time actually going back to San Antonio since then. I moved to Houston in 2021, towards the top of the year. So to get a chance to not only see, where I was previously and to see where I am now, and then of course to share that moment with friends, it was just a very like full circle moment and I had an amazing time. So it was a quick little trip, flew out there. Yes, I know it was only a 30-minute trip. Less than it felt like it. But on my way back, somebody, a nasty son or daughter, okay, on Southwest Airlines had to get me sick. One of them people on that plane. And I ended up getting a really bad virus where I lost my voice, I had chills, I had fevers, I had body aches, I had the pink eye. So what I didn't know about myself was I noticed the patterns, but I didn't know it was correlated. So normally when I catch any type of sickness, whether it's a cold, a virus, whatever, I will get the pink eye in one eye. And it's typically my left eye, if I'm not mistaken. So that's what happened. I caught the pink eye. I was just really down bad, right? And so I'm like, oh, I can still make it through. Still trying to get to work, still trying to record, still trying to do this, still trying to run myself ragged. And then my body was just like, yeah, but no, it's not going to work. We're not doing this anymore. And it went from one eye having a pink eye to both eyes. I literally woke up and couldn't even open my eyes. My face was swollen, my eyes were swollen shut. It was just really horrible. And I felt very low. Okay. So I know you're like, okay, so what I got to do with this episode? Because as you can see, I can open my eyes and they clear. I got my glasses on because your girl is over 30 now. Can barely see sometimes. But what it has to do with this episode is I'm naming this episode Flatline. Because I feel like right in that moment when I was sick, it was the biggest lesson that I've needed to learn. And that was to take care of my damn self. Take care of your body. Take care of that temple that you are, in. And I'm not going to lie to you, and eventually I will get into that subject and in this topic because that's a whole different conversation. I haven't been loyal to my body. I haven't shown my body all of the love that it should be receiving. In my younger years, not saying I was out there doing reckless things. Like when I say reckless or mean reckless, I wasn't doing drugs and all of that. I'm not an alcoholic. But I haven't been the healthiest. I'm still not the healthiest. I haven't been the most safest space for my body, if that makes sense. I haven't really given it the tender loving care that it needed. You kind of have this mindset, oh, I'm young, I can bounce back. The recovery is cool. Until the recovery is not. It takes you about 3 to 5 days just to get over a hangover, okay? 3 to 5 business days, let's be very clear. So I'm now realizing at 33 that this body is supposed to take me the rest of my life. And the trajectory that I'm calling for, and that I'm working towards is not really aiding that possibility. It has been a rude awakening for me to realize that I failed myself when it came to me taking care of myself. I will run myself in the ground. And, I realized that mentally a year ago. So that's been a part of my journey, that my mental health has always been on the back burner because of the sake of others, because of the obligations, because of what I thought, the perspective of others, because of pride. It's just always been on the back burner, right? And so I'm going to take these off because I ain't reading them right now. But basically, I realized that I was doing that mentally, but didn't really check in with myself to know that I was doing that to myself physically as well. We all can stand to lose a couple of pounds, right? Like, let's not lie here. Like, be real. BFFR, okay? You know what it means. But it's beyond just losing a couple of pounds. It's beyond that. It's me, getting enough rest. It's me making sure that I'm taking vitamins. Me, feeding my temple, my body with nutritional values and, actually good food. And it's not saying, oh, you got to eat lettuce every day, all day, because I'm not. But it's saying, like, be conscious of what you put inside of your body, what you consume. It's me making sure that I go to my doctor's appointments and my checkups. And if it's something that I'm concerned about, or if I see some patterns, or if I see something that has me like, that's a little iffy, that's not normal, going to get that check out and not just waiting until it blows up in my face. And now I have this big snowballed issue, It's just a lot of things. It's me being active. It's me just going out every day and walking or doing some type of movement to, make sure my limbs and muscles and shit still work. Like, it's me actively and intentionally, not just living. Like I always say, I'm trying to live and not just exist, but I'm trying to live healthy. You know what I mean? Or healthier. So this is just a message to all of the young folks out there, young and old, but especially the young people out there, young women, because I know that's the majority of my audience. But if you're a male, if you're a guy, hey, you can listen to. I'm talking to you. But it's a message and it's a call to action out there for all of my young people that think like, oh, I'm so young, I'm forever young. Baby, that's a lie. Okay, that's a lie. And I used to hear my grandmother say, I'd rather get old than to not grow another age. I'd rather get old than to not be another age, to not see another day. And obviously, that's human nature. You're going to become older, so you have to be able to keep up. You have to be able to maintain this body for that length of time. But for me personally, like I said, I realized that I was running off of fumes. Like, and I'm gonna just be transparent and tell you what I've been doing. Okay, the BS I've been doing over here. So I have really bad like insomnia. Like I feel like I'm gonna miss something. I know it's so immature of me, but I can't go to sleep. I can't fall asleep, and it's because my mind is constantly racing, and I'm trying to distract myself or de-stress myself from the day. And anxiety, all types of stuff is going on in your head, and it tenses your body up where it's hard for you to like relax and wind down and go to sleep. So for the last 6 months, maybe the last 6 months, your girl been running off of average like 5 hours of sleep. Now, for some people, like, oh, I can. That's nothing. That's better than no sleep. That's better than 3 hours team no sleep. That's not normal. Don't do that. I ain't no doctor, but you know what the studies say. At least 8 for an average adult. So averaging 5 hours, 6 hours. Well, let's be honest, it wasn't 6. It was never 6. If it was 6, that was on the weekend. But averaging 4 to 5 hours every day literally did a toll on my body. Literally. I felt I was always exhausted. Even on weekends when I would get 6 hours or more sleep, I still felt exhausted when I woke up. Then that leads you to, getting other things like, oh, I'll just get me an energy drink. Not that Red Bull, because the shit will have you feel like you literally flying. I don't do that. But the Celsius drinks and all of these other like caffeinated drinks, coffee and all of that. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm doing this to aid or to pick up what I lack, which is something so simple as sleep. Then, of course, not eating properly, barely eating. I probably would eat maybe 2 times a day, maybe 1 time a day. And of course, the longer you wait to eat, the less you eat, the more you eat in that setting. So if I'm eating 1 time a day, you best believe I'm over here like starving by that point. You know what I mean? Versus me having 3 balanced meals. Okay. And just properly caring for myself, listening to my body, picking up on the patterns, picking up on behaviors, picking up on things that I'm not really used to. Yeah, I got a cup of tea because, your girl is doing tea now. Okay. But listening to my body and knowing the signs and knowing what's normal and what's not normal for me. And I wasn't doing that. And eventually my body said, "Bitch, you got me up, okay? I'm done with you. This is where it stops. The buck stops here." And I've noticed that I've literally gotten sick. Okay, we're in May now. I've been sick at least 4 times this year already. And when the way my body operates, when I'm sick, I'm sick. Like, I'm down bad. Like, it takes a minute for me to recover, shake back. And I need rejuvenation. I need something. I don't want to do that no more. Like, I get it. People are going to get sick. You know, you have flu season, all types of things. And, you know, I try to take the precautions, which I can't really avoid due to work. I have to, of course, get a flu shot. I have to get the COVID vaccine. And I have no problem with that. I won't argue with that. And to each his own. We're not here for that. So don't argue with me. But I'm still getting sick after that. And I wasn't typically getting sick like that before. I would probably get like maybe a little sniffles once a year, twice a year, but nothing with the fact that I'm down bad. I got to call off from work. I'm off for a couple of days. I got to go and get medicine. I have to go to a doctor. I'm in the emergency room. Like, what? You know, I'm used to the days where I have a job, I have insurance, and I never use my insurance. You know what I mean? Unless it's for a checkup. But your girl, we gotta do something about that, right? So that's why I realized that, you know, Janelle, like, you ain't really taking care of yourself. And we can get out here on our soapbox and be like, oh, self-care, you know, go to the nail shop, go buy something, go buy some expensive perfume, go take myself out for dinner. But self-care starts with actually taking care of yourself. And taking care of yourself is making sure that you can operate efficiently. How do I bring my best self to the forefront? And I mean that physically, mentally, spiritually, on all realms, you know? So for me, it's recognizing that, okay, yes, I'm in therapy. I'm checking these emotions. I'm checking my mental state. Now check your damn body. Check your physical, okay? Let's get that in order. And then also realizing that I'm human and not superhuman. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a human being. I am not a mythical creature. I am not some superhero. I love the fact that people aim to be Superwoman and Superman, but let's be honest, it puts the pressure here in your throat, okay? I can't breathe. This is not going to work. This is too much. I don't want to be a superhuman anymore. I just want to be a regular human where I come in, I mind my business, I help those that I can with the overflow of whatever it is that I have, and not necessarily draining the cup that I replenish from. And I go to hell home. You know what I mean? Like, I do my 8 and I go home. I be the good friend and I go home. I be the good spouse and I go home. Or girlfriend and I go home. I be the good daughter or family member and I go home. I mind my business and I go home. I want to do that. No more are the days where I'm going to run myself ragged. I'm going to run myself to the ground for the sake of someone else and nobody is there to replenish me. I've talked about that in another episode, which was Lost Cape. Come on now, put the cape down. And it shows that it's easier said than done. You have to be very intentional and remind yourself on a consistent basis that you have to show up for you first. And then you can show up for others. Go ahead and fill your cup first. And yes, there will be moments where you will have overflow. You will feel like, oh, I have all of this energy. I have all of this time. I have all of this space where I can do for you and me. And that's absolutely fine. I'm not saying be selfish because there is not a selfish bone in my body. However, when it comes to self-preservation, come on now, let me figure out how to say it. You have to put you first. And this is just a reminder to myself. This is not me on a soapbox trying to preach to y'all. This is just me keeping it 100% Jew, 100% lace, and being real and showing you that shit gets tough, okay? It gets to the point and it snowballs to the point where now it's literally me versus me. I'm battling against my body. You know what I mean? I'm doing opposite. So yeah, like I can't run myself into the ground anymore. That doesn't help anyone. Even the people I'm trying to assist, my family, my friends, my work. If I can't move, how can I be of assistance to you? You know what I mean? So, being okay with saying no. There are times where you're gonna have to say no, and even if you can do it, or there's a slight possibility that you can possibly make it work, still say no, because you know that you have to recover. You know that you have to save that little slice of time for you, so you can, of course, get the proper rest, and you can, of course, get the proper TLC that you need. Why short yourself? Why short yourself? Why? And once again, physical and mental health is important. It's freaking important. It's very important. And we go on in life thinking that, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, I'll bounce back. Oh, it's just a little cold. I'll get over it. It's not that, oh, I'm just a little down today. And then that down today turns into a depressed session of 6 months. And now, let's be real with depression, and I don't know if people recognize that, but I did during my darkest moments. When I'm depressed, I could give two damns about my health, like my physical health. So I'm eating whatever comes in front of my face, or sometimes I'm not eating. I'm definitely not moving. I'm coming home and I'm sitting in my bed and it's sad. Me going to the doctor is probably a slim none. A slim no, unless it's something very urgent, like annual checkup I have to do, or sometimes it's delayed. Let's keep it above. Sometimes it's delayed, and damn it has been delayed once before for me. It's you like trying to just basically hide yourself from the world because maybe that's too much for you to handle right now. And it's no shade and it's no judgment to anyone that's currently battling that. Because I too understand. I've been there. Depression looks different for everybody. And I know, or I can sense when I'm going back to those dark moments. Because we all have our moments. It don't just go away and don't come back. I noticed because I kind of retreat to myself. And I started to get lackadaisical about certain things that are important to me, or things that I would typically be on top of. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. That could be another sign of depression for you, or another sign of, just a really dark space and moment for you. Maybe going to the doctor or thinking about the physical aspect gives you anxiety. Know that there are people, there are steps that you can take to get through that. There are people that you can talk to. There are resources for that. And once again, this is not just for old people. Old people are not the only people getting sick. Have you not watched the news lately? Did you not go through COVID? Like, did we not go through a pandemic today? A whole panorama we went through, and we saw people dying, from babies to older people. Okay? And it's just realizing that you get one life, right? One life and one temple to cherish. You only get one life, one temple to cherish. And it's up to you to do that. We're not going to get it right the first time. Who does? Okay, nobody's perfect. We're not going to remember all the time. We're not perfect. We're not superhuman. We're realistic human beings that have real life shit going on, that life be lifing, that is in a constant battle, you versus you. And it gets hard sometimes. But we have to remind ourselves that if I want to see tomorrow, I got to take care of today. And today is right in front of me. It's me. It's me cherishing the body that I have. Whether that's, making sure that I eat 3 times a day. Making sure that I get at least average 6 hours of sleep. At least get 6. You know what? I'm not even going to do that. We're not going to lowball with sleep. Because that's the problem right there. At least get 7. Okay? Let's get 7. It's me being active and moving, whether that's taking a walk, whether that's going to Target. Okay, that's my new thing. I'm going to be intentional about my walks during my lunch. That way I could de-stress from the day and just, ground myself. But it's me knowing that, okay, if I didn't walk during lunch or during the day, after work, go to Target. Walk them aisles. I'm going to walk them anyway. You might as well walk them and be intentional about getting your steps in. Period. But it's also me creating routines for myself. I recognize that I do better when I have structure and when I have routines to go off of. Routines and structure create discipline. It creates healthy habits. So if I have a routine of, maybe walking at 5 a.m. for an hour and then coming back in to get dressed at 6 and then going to work at 7, by the time I get home, my day has flowed where I'm dog tired, okay? Your girl needs to go lay up in the bed. So it's time to shower, decompress, unwind, eat dinner, and boom, by 9, your girl is tired. And there's no room for, I'm running off all of this energy. I can't go to sleep. No, I've been up since 5. I'm ready to go to bed now. You see what I'm saying? So it all works in your favor. It's you creating these healthy boundaries and limits and structure that you need to operate. Okay. I posted on my social media. I now do this thing of like creating a list. I'm a list girl. I need to write down what it is I need to do for the day, or else if it ain't wrote down, it didn't happen. I have a planner. I have notebooks. I have tons of notebooks. I have journals. If I didn't write it down, it didn't happen. It's not going to happen. So I realized that even in my professional world and my personal world, I need to write a list out. I need to write my chores out. I need to see it on the paper. I need to be able to check it off. And it may sound elementary to you, and that's cool. Forget you. However, it works for me. It shows me and it keeps me accountable for the things that I need to do. It keeps me motivated to keep doing these things. It makes me acknowledge where I started, where I'm at now, and what I need to do. Get this shit done. You know what I mean? So it's really you just creating those healthy habits, which in the end helps you in the end. You know what I mean? It helps you be a better person and to be out here and be your better self. And show up as your better self. Because people recognize when you're not. People recognize when you out here tripping. Like, and when I say tripping, I mean like, ooh, that girl down here bad. Like, did you get some rest? They see the puffy eyes. They see the redness in your eyes. They see the crankiness. They see you got an attitude every morning. They see maybe you are a morning person. You just not getting enough sleep. And I think that's my problem. But they see it. They see the weight you pick up. They see maybe the eating habits. They see all types of things. People are able to recognize when you are not presenting your best self. It's not a secret. A lot of times it be loud. Okay. But also like in the morning, starting your days with grounding yourself, taking time to just mentally be one with yourself. That's very big for me now. I need to start and to implement that on an everyday basis. I know on weekends I definitely do it, but during the week I also need to do it because I be ready to snap out on people off the slightest things, and that's not quite healthy, and that's not really my true character. I'm a very nice person. I just need a little time to like rev it up. So if I have to be at work by 8, give me to 10 and I'll be the best person I can be by 10 o'clock. But that shouldn't be. By the time I wake up and my feet hit the ground, I'm not saying I should be, oh, hi, how you doing? No. But what I'm saying is I should be able to, not bite your head off by 9. Okay? But grounding yourself, make your playlist. I don't know if you believe in God or gospel music, but that helps. Whatever music calms you, make a playlist of that. Play that while you're getting up and getting ready with your day, whether you're in the shower, whether you're getting dressed, whether you're making your breakfast. Eat damn breakfast, okay? Eat the damn breakfast, whether that's fruit or shake. Hell, a breakfast sandwich. I don't know, but eat some breakfast. Start your day off with that. Take a shower in the morning. Take a shower. Matter of fact, just take a shower because it's getting hot, and I don't want to be offended by the smells, but I'm just saying, take a shower. Believe in those. Trust me, it will. It would alleviate a lot of your problems. I'm just telling you. Take a shower in the morning. Maybe that helps you. Go for a walk in the morning. I don't know. Watch a funny show. Whatever it is you need to center yourself and start your day off with good vibes. Okay, I know it's oversaid and overdone, but trust me, you need it. Okay. And just, easing yourself into the world of chaos sometimes. A lot of us have very demanding jobs and very demanding lives, and a lot of people depend on us, children and family members or whatnot, or spouses. So, giving yourself that time, that alone time, whether it's 30 minutes, whether it's an hour, put that damn phone down. That's what I need to do. Put the damn phone down. Y'all already know my phone stay on Do Not Disturb, but I'm the one disturbing it. It's me. I'm the problem. I'm the drama. It's me. So one of my goals is to go an hour without even touching my phone, other than to put my playlist going. Go an hour without checking your social media, checking your emails, checking your text messages. Go an hour. Put the phone down. Put it down. Show up for you without the phone. I promise you. Nobody's texting you that early anyway. But just accepting the fact that there are a lot of things in life that I can't change. And there are a lot of things in life that I won't be able to avoid. There are going to be some hurdles. There are going to be some journeys, some peaks, some valleys. But one thing I can do is show up as my best self. One thing I can do is give myself the self-care, the true self-care that I deserve. One thing I can do is cherish the body that I have. One thing I can do is live in my truth. One thing I can do is do the best that I can and go calm, okay? Live my life. Live it, not just exist. Feel all of the emotions. Go through the ups and downs, because you can't avoid that. But show up as you. Take the time needed for you, because nobody else is gonna do that. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get sick. You're gonna get sick, and it's just gonna snowball into something else. And then you're gonna, unfortunately, we all have to die at some point, and they're gonna replace you. That person that you're in love with gonna get somebody else. Your job gonna get somebody else. People gonna move right on. They gonna miss you. They gonna put the t-shirt. They gonna put you on the t-shirt. They gonna have the banners. But they gonna move on. Life is going to move on. So while you here, do what you need to do. And remember that stress kills people every day. Literally. Every single day. And the death rate of us, is, when I say us, I mean black people, especially black women. We're dying from things like hypertension and heart disease and cancer and diabetes and kidney disease. And like, we're dying from this stuff every single day because of, one, lack of knowledge, two, resources, three, not taking care of ourselves, not getting the preventional methods that could actually help or prevent us from dying, croaking over. I have witnessed and seen so much. I've worked in the healthcare field for a while, and it was to a point where I just kind of got like numb to the fact of people dying, but not just like naturally dying, but dying because of things that could have been prevented. And it's a reminder to myself. It's a constant reminder that you gotta take care of you. You gotta take care of you. And then I can take care of others. Then I can show up for others. Then I can be, the best person for others. But if I ain't being the best person for me, none of this really matters. And we're taught, especially women, we're taught, and men, period. We're taught as general to always give and always provide, and to give not with a closed fist, but with an open hand, right? And be endless and just selfless. And there's nothing wrong with you being selfless, but it's also something wrong with you not having boundaries, not knowing when to say no, not knowing when to say, okay, this is too much for me. Okay, I need some time. Take the time. Take the PTO to go to the doctor's appointments. Sign up for the damn benefits. I have a saying. If you over a certain age, and I'm going to say 25, and you ain't got no health insurance, you a liability. A liability for me to even be around you. I'm just saying. Because at this point, anything can happen. You can break a leg. Now what? And I mean, granted, yes, I work in healthcare, so I have a different perspective. But let's just keep it real. If you 30 and you ain't got no health insurance, life insurance, I mean, you just out here living wow. Because let's be real, your knees get to aching. Stuff get to, screaming when you're 30 plus. So why don't you have any safety precautions? A safety net, which is health insurance, life insurance, vision. Okay? Your eyes. My eyes. I got about 50 million pairs of glasses. Good glasses now. But you best believe I'm running through my insurance. Take advantage of those benefits. Sign up for it. It's not just given to you for no reason. It's because you need the shit. Okay? So, remember, take care of you first. That way you can take care of others. If it's something you don't know, ask. There is no dumb question. The dumb question is the one that you don't ask. Don't let your pride get in the way. And now is not the time to cut it short when it comes to your health. I can be cheap about many things. Okay? I'm a HEB brand kind of girl. I don't necessarily need the highest brand of Clorox. I don't need that. But what I do need is the best insurance, the best resources, the best doctors, the best, eye vision care, dental, all that. I need that. I'm not running it short with that because that's my health. That's my body. That's how I'm able to operate. So remember that and walk in that. Other than that, yeah, that's really it. Remember this. You're forever resilient and forever healthy, but you ain't forever young. Okay? Remember that. So today's episode isn't going to be too long. I have 2 more episodes in for you guys before I make a big announcement. But yeah, cheers to that. Remember, you're not forever young. You're not a superhuman. You are a regular human. And take care of your damn self. Take care of your damn self. Put you first. As the good girl T.S. Madison would say, shift the concern. Stop being in these other people's business and worry about you. Okay? Keep it cute. Put it on mute. Keep it cute or put it on mute. And if you can't do that, keep it lace. All right, I gotta go. Y'all have a good one. It's been fun as always. Remember to check us out on Facebook, Lace Convos with Jew Podcast, on Instagram at Lace Convos with Jew, TikTok, same name, Lace Convos with Jew, YouTube, you can watch this, Lace Convos with Jew Podcast. I love y'all. It's been fun as always. Y'all keep it lace, keep it real, and remember, mind your damn business. And a part of that is minding your health. See y'all later. Bye.